Good morning. It's Sunday. I'll be posting the same day, so whatever this day is of the month. I know it's Sunday, day of the week. I just wanted to pop on and try to make this quick. I didn't take any notes. I just wanted to let my PD, Parkinson's community, Parkinson's disease community. So I had talked about all my symptoms, and then I talked about my between diagnosis and DBS journey, and I just wanted to add a little subject matter to those last videos. Maybe this could be part 3 of the diagnosis through the DBS. So part 3 is supplements, and too good to be true. My husband calls them all my witch doctors, hippies, he has a slew of names for all of that. So when I got diagnosed, my dad, who at the time was 79, I think, or 78, he just turned 81 this last December. My dad and I, a little bit of my husband, some of my children, a whole bunch of our friends, but my daughter, so not the year that I did not take the meds right after diagnosis, but the following year, which would be around November, December of 2023, my oldest daughter, started a GoFundMe because I had heard about stem cells. And of course, nobody around here is going to offer that to me. Even the stuff that I found that other people were talking about on Life with Parkinson's, like hyperbaric chamber therapy and some other outside of Western medicine helpful things or whatever. My daughter started this GoFundMe for stem cells. We raised, I think it was 15 grand, and my husband paid for the remainder and the trip. And we went to Costa Rica that next February 2024, and I spent $20,000 on, or we did, on stem cells. But prior to that, my dad and I were, just basically trying everything that anybody, any snake oil that anybody was trying to sell. We were desperate. We wanted, to try everything and to know that we tried everything. And I can't even name you all the things, but like methylene blue, other supplements that glutathione, powdered form or capsule, stuff like that I had never heard of before Parkinson's. My dad was buying a lot of it. Chris, my husband, was buying a lot of it. We spent thousands of dollars on things that, gave us hope, gave me hope to keep going. At that time, I was feeling pretty good still, but the side effects had started happening with the sleepiness and whatnot, because she had, prior to the stem cells, I had that last dose increase of the carbidopa levodopa. Anyhow, so before and after the stem cells down in Costa Rica, I would like to think that I did have them, because they did it intrathecal through my spinal fluid and IV, so IT and IV. And I would like to think that, they didn't just give me nothing. But looking back at all of that, I guess I just regret spending all the money on that, because in theory, if your body doesn't need it, you're just pissing it out. You're just pissing away money. looking back now, I feel like I regret some of that because it drove my family nuts. Me looking up at all these things, and that's what my husband threw me under the bus at that appointment in October of 2023, where the doctor made me cry, saying, you know, Dr. Google isn't your doctor. I'm your doctor. You should be asking me questions. And I was actually trying to ask a question, but she interrupted me with her rant about Dr. Google. And my husband made that appointment very hard for me, very stressful. But then 2 weeks later, um, I was, I had a new appointment with her because I wasn't fully medicated at that first appointment that October. So, and she was a different person. She, made up for all the other stuff, the stress that she caused me the time before. Anyhow, so looking back at all the stuff that we tried and did, and I wish I would have done something else with that money. I feel like if this is going to take me away mentally and physically, or just physically, from my family, I wish we would have spent. I mean, I couldn't do that to the GoFundMe people that donated. I had to follow through with the stem cells, but I'm just saying, looking back, I wouldn't have spent that money. I was too far progressed. It wasn't going to do anything for my and my doctor, for my health. And my doctor had told me at my very first visit, my first MDS had told me, don't waste your time on all this, all these, supposed cures and supplements. She told me that. So she knew what she was talking about, and I was just too in denial to know or to take that to heart. I felt like everybody was against me, including some of my family. So, would I do it all again? Nope, because it didn't change anything as far as my Parkinson's goes. Yeah, so I just wanted to share that with y'all. There are many things that people sell to desperate people, and I was desperate, and my dad was desperate, my mom was desperate. My husband was listening to the doctor, and I didn't like him much about that, but we're fine now. I want to save other people the time and effort. If you have been misdiagnosed for over a decade and you find out you have Parkinson's, you're probably too far progressed for all those snake oils. So don't waste your time, don't waste your money, don't waste your energy trying to find one. Listen to the doctors. This is one time that I'm like, this disease right now, so far, this is a useful category for the doctors to take care of you, the medicine to take care of you and give you your life back, even if just for a little bit. Having the DBS surgery, having people, that I followed say that they wish they would have had it done sooner when the doctors first. I agree with that. I'm on that boat. I'm in that camp of, yes, I would do it again. So yeah, I am still very health conscious, and I'm not vegan or anything, as far as denying myself certain things. I don't. I'm not, full carnivore either. I'm more in the boat of, if anything, I'm going to be more Mediterranean. Yeah. Anyhow, I just wanted to let you all know that that's something that I wanted to put in those other videos, but it was taking too long. Anyhow, this is Kimberly, and this is unedited, unscripted, unfiltered. If you have any questions or comments, put them down below and let me know where you lie. What camp do you camp in as far as that goes. I see a lot of people on the Life with Parkinson's group saying something about how do you deal with this and how do you deal with that. Well, sometimes I have to just keep scrolling because it's very frustrating seeing other people where I was 2.5 years ago, in denial, not taking the meds, feeling defeated, alone, frustrated, in denial, and I just I don't want people to get stuck there. This is one disease where the doctors are truly trying to help, at least the good ones are, try to help to give some of your life back. So take my word for what it is. I just hope that others can learn from my mistakes and get better care or take better care of themselves. Thanks for listening, and I will talk to you again soon.